Superman just came out along with gameplay footage for the Ghost of Yote, and people have started talking. Why wouldn't they? Human beings don't know how to shut up and keep some of their opinions to themselves. Now, I wanted to go on a very short rant to just talk about this particular thing that has been ongoing ever since Superman released, especially with how people are so quick to drop videos, the types of Magnus Tyrone or whatever the F his name is, and Andy Pants or whatever the F his name is, because I don't even remember some of these people's names. I just see their content, just click on YouTube to not recommend that to me so that I don't ever see that again and I just go on my merry way. Now, if there's one thing I think these people forget, even though I know one of the key reasons why they do the things they do is strictly because they know for a fact that unfortunately we live in a world where negativity is kind of like the most consumed form of media, right? People in this world suck. With no lighter way to put it, people really, really suck in this day and age, right? And unfortunately, people that suck have this kind of obscure thinking and we've just extremely warped mindset where they have absolutely no love and no desire to explore anything else other than the fact that everything sucks, everything is woke, and this and that and blah blah blah, etc., etc. Now, many of these people, the kinds of Magnus Tyrone and all the rest, have watched Superman, right? They watched Superman and they dropped videos talking about their thoughts and their feelings concerning Superman. But I feel like these people don't understand that criticism does not work when you initially had absolutely no biased form of thinking from the very beginning of before any kind of content you were going to consume after it was released gets released. These are people that have absolutely in no way or form had any desire whatsoever to like these media, right? They didn't like Superman when the trailer released. They didn't like Superman when the behind the scenes pictures and the rest released. They did not like Superman when the press tour was happening, and they did not like Superman when the final trailer and the movie is now out. Now, I think people seem to not understand that one, you are not being critical or you're not criticizing something when you initially didn't like it in the first place, because the only outcome of that is you going to still hate it. That's the equivalent of knowing that electricity hurts, but you still electrocute yourself and you're telling yourself, wow, electricity hurt me. Of course, you initially knew that. Nothing changes after you get electrocuted. It's the same thing. You didn't like Superman before. You already made up your mind before the movie got released, by the way, because you guys are so freaking, I don't even want to cuss. You guys can't, anyways, you haven't watched the movie, right? You didn't watch the movie. You already had this very well thought out explanation as to why you didn't have the word like the movie when it wasn't even out. You had this whole 30-minute video, 14-minute video on why you hate Superman that hasn't been released, by the way. So there's no way it releasing will change anything. You've made up your mind. You didn't want to like it. You have no interest in liking it. And that's fine, okay? That's fine. That's you. That's your flipping business, and I don't care. You can keep being a shithead, it's like fear of law, and you can keep just being a negative person, and that's on you. But I feel like people don't realize that by necessity, you don't have to watch these things and you don't have to play these video games that you don't like. Andy Pants on his Twitter posted this bullcrap about the women working with Ghost of Yote. And I watched Ghost of Yote, yeah? And if this is the people working on Ghost of Yote, I'm sold. Okay, I watched that gameplay footage and it looks amazing. Bro, it's beautiful. I couldn't just stop. I couldn't get my eyes off the background. And I was considering getting Ghost of Tsushima because I still haven't played The Last of Us. I'm still not done with that. But now I know for a very fact that as soon as I'm done with The Last of Us, I'm definitely gonna get Ghost of Tsushima. I'm gonna cop Mortal Kombat 11, and then I'm gonna cop Ghost of Tsushima because that looks insane. I have the PlayStation 4 Pro. Unfortunately, I'll probably change it to the 5 if I'm not dead or something. But it's like, it looks beautiful. Oh my god, it looks beautiful. I was watching the State of Play gameplay footage release, around like 3 a.m. Dude, I was watching this shit and I was mind blown. I was like, bro, I kept saying, damn, oof, wow, because it looked so freaking amazing, And Atsu looks like an amazing character. She looks like a character that's going to do so much crazy stuff. I can't wait. I'm not going to be able to play it, unfortunately, because I don't, like I said, don't have the PS5. I have the PS4 Pro. But until I, upgrade it, I'm going to obviously be watching every single gameplay footage that releases of the Ghost of Yote. I can't wait to see what she does against the Yote 6. I can't wait to see what she does when this game releases. I can't wait to see the new mechanics, the weapon handling, the new beautiful backgrounds and environments, the open world. I can't wait to see these things. Okay, I'm excited. And maybe when the game releases, my mindset might be different because I might not like certain things, but that's fine. As far as I'm concerned, right now I'm standing in a position where I know I might like it. I know I might not like it, but right now I'm really excited to see the Ghost of Yote. But you see, people like Andy Pants and Magnus Tyrone, whatever the frick his name is, and this particular chick that pisses me off. You're not being paid to watch these things, right? You're not being paid to play these things. These companies, if anything, do not need you, who hates your form of art, to even touch their content. They don't care. They don't want you, the ones who think you're entitled to every single thing on this planet, to give your flipping bland and unnecessary opinions when all you do is hate everything that exists. And it's unfortunate because if you go to these people's YouTube channels, that's all their content is. Hate. They just hate everything. Any single thing that gets released, they hate it. Ironheart, they hate it. Superman, they hate it. Yote, they hate it. They don't have any form of critical thinking. And unfortunately, I think it's because of the fact that they know this content gets like views, and they attract the same negative energy and negative people that they surround themselves with. And it's annoying, it's really annoying. But at the same time, it's like you have to keep in mind, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to play the games. No one is forcing you to. And quite frankly, the people who are interested in these things don't need your opinion, because they're not even going to change theirs. They're still going to play, they're still going to watch, and they're still going to be able to think critically. Now, the people who, unfortunately, because I see comments on people's ones like, oh, you saved me, or $20, thanks, man. You are so dumb. Oh, God, that's the feel of it. You are so freaking dumb. You have no form of credit. You can't think for yourself. And you're letting someone who has absolutely just one agenda in mind, just one freaking agenda, and that's just to promote themselves and not even trying to have any type of sensible form of criticism. They tell you this stuff and you're like, oh yeah, you're saving $20, thanks. How about you go to the theater and think for yourself? How about you actually use your brain and implement your thought process and focus on actually having a direct chain of thinking that is yours. It's yours, no one else's. All right, I understand influence, but I don't understand influence that is so easy to avoid, and it's just dumb. Okay, it's dumb. I don't care who I don't care who says what. If Penguin Zero, what's his name? If Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, whoever, if any of these people, I love these guys' videos, okay, and I love them too. If they drop their videos, they tell me, they don't like Superman. Even if Mufti Menk tells me he doesn't like Superman, I'm going to be like, okay, fine, I'm going to watch it so I can figure out if I'm going to like it or not, And it's fine, because I have a brain that works and I like to use it, unlike most of these people who just, as soon as one of the content creators posts a video, they're like, hey, you know what? No. I'm not gonna be able to watch this because this dude on the internet that I have absolutely no relation with and know nothing about told me he hates it, so I hate it too. That is the most dumbest pack mindset I've ever seen in my life, and it needs to change. Honestly, a lot of people on the internet need to change. You need to think for yourselves, man. Anyways, you guys, go check out Superman. Unfortunately, I haven't watched it yet. All I have been able to consume or see is the gameplay footage of Ghost of Yote. I'm excited, man. I am so excited. It's so great that the PS5 is finally getting its needed branding, like it's getting its needed video games. I'm so happy. Death Stranding 2 was beautiful. Ghost of Yote looks absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. I'm glad they've actually started paying attention to the PlayStation 5 which means obviously some titles may not come to the PlayStation 4. I'm okay with that. There's still a whole ton of PlayStation 4 titles that I am yet to play, from Cyberpunk to the freaking Witcher and every single one of these other titles, Infamous Second Son, Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a whole lot of stuff. So I'm not really missing out on a lot unless it's like new gen based video games. But anyways, just wanted to drop my 2 cents. See you guys. Please sure to like and subscribe. Thank you and bye.